Priya Saxena, an Indian student from South Dakota Mines, stood really tall at her graduation ceremony, earning 2 degrees, one in chemical and biological engineering and another one in chemical engineering. Her achievement, however, was far from ordinary. It came after a long and stressful battle against effort by the US government to deport her. Well, the trouble began when the US Department of Homeland Security, under the leadership of Kristi Noem, set to revoke Priya's stay into the US. They based their decision on a very minor incident from 4 years ago. Priya had failed to stop for flashing yellow light, a very non-serious traffic offense. Well, despite the fact that Priya's student visa was valid until 2027, this led to effort to have her deported. Noem's Department of Homeland Security, as part of its larger push for immigration policy, targeted international students, and Priya was caught in the middle. The situation quickly became a nightmare for her and many other international students, as they feared being sent back to their home countries over minor infractions. But Priya wasn't ready to give up. She fought back, filing a lawsuit against Noem and the Department of Homeland Security. In her lawsuit, she argued that her conviction didn't qualify as a deportable offense. She had disclosed the charges when applying for her visa and she had complied with all the immigration rules. She also expressed that she had not been involved in any sort of political activities or any controversial public matter that would warrant such action. But let me tell you, the legal battle went in Priya's favor when a judge temporarily blocked any effort to deport her, giving her a chance to graduate. Now, this temporary win meant that Priya was able to walk across the stage and receive her degree, and that too in front of her friends, family, and classmates. Well, the situation at the graduation ceremony was kinda tense. Kristi Noem, who had pushed for stricter immigration policy, was also at the event, receiving an honorary degree from Dakota State University. However, her presence was not without any controversy. As Noem took the stage, she was met with loud protests from students and faculty members who disapproved of her role in pushing mass deportation effort. Outside the ceremony, protesters gathered in large numbers, chanting, "No honor for Noem," and calling her cruel. Many students voiced their concerns, specifically international students we're talking about, fearing that Noem's policies were a threat to their future in the US. One protester even mentioned their fear of the impact on the international student community, particularly those from countries like India and Vietnam. But you know what? Despite the protest, Noem went ahead with receiving her honorary degree. Well, for the many, the attention was focused on Priya's victory more. As she crossed the stage to loud cheers, her story became a symbol of resilience for international students across the US. Priya had faced deportation, a very stressful battle and uncertainty, but she emerged victorious, showing that determination and the will to fight for your rights can make a huge difference. So, it wasn't just Priya's win that made the day memorable. The entire situation highlighted the growing concern over immigration policy and how they can affect students and immigrants, particularly from countries like India. The protests against Noem's honorary degree were an expression of the anger that many felt towards the US's government policies that seem to unfairly target international students, even those who have contributed to the country's education and its economy.